The last time we're hitching up from the place we've called home for the last 10 years. Yep, there's two kids in a tunnel. Very hard to resist the urge to kind of walk up through this creek bottom because it's really something special. Is that what we did?
That's what we did.
We're excited to take you on a little trip. Okay, well, it has been an awful long time since we talked. Actually, I think our last live stream we did was prior to our Alaska.
Yeah.
Which was like...
a long time ago.
It feels like forever ago.
It feels like years.
But
apparently it was last year.
Because I have a list of places that we've been here on the computer, and Rachel's like, were we in Alaska in 2025? And it's like, yeah, we were. A lot has happened in our lives since Alaska. But let's go over a quick recap here of 2025 and the places that we've been, starting with the trip to Alaska, which we loved, every minute of it.
Yeah.
It was a big year for us, travel-wise. Probably the biggest year we've ever had, and maybe probably that we will ever have, considering our current circumstances, which we'll get into. But then we went and we took the camper to Shenango Lake, and we did like McConnell's Mill and that place in Ohio. And
yeah.
I liked the place in Ohio. That was a fun trip.
Yeah, it was neat. It was weird. It was like a really, really nice park buried in a city.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
It was nice. I liked that place.
So then after that was Holly River, which was another fantastic trip. We did Trough Creek, which was near our old home, and so that was pretty cool. I really like Trough Creek. I think it's one of the best state parks in Pennsylvania, personally. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Trough Creek is very small, but if you love to fish, it's a good park for you. Like,
there's some hiking trails too.
There's hiking trails, a couple of really famous ones, but I don't think that it's
not a major destination.
Extensive hiking, no.
So for 2 years in a row, we did the Loyal Sock State Forest for Memorial Day weekend, which we did not do Memorial Day this year. Thank God for that, because I don't think we'd have made it through that weekend. I mean, it was like a deluge of rain and stuff. 2026. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been rough on the solar, so it's a good thing we didn't do that. But we did enjoy it the 2 years that we did it. We had an awesome time up there. If you haven't seen those videos, it's a spectacular area that we've got a lot left to go up there and see.
Yeah, there's a lot to do up there.
And we're going to get back there. I don't know. Well, it's obviously not in 2026, but we'll be back. Then, of course, we did our big trip and our last big summer vacation, as a family, probably ever. So we went to Watauga State Park in West Virginia, which I have no doubts that's Rachel's favorite location of 2025.
No, Alaska would be.
Well, I guess.
But Watauga, I really feel we need to go back there.
Yeah, that's another place where there's a lot left to be seen. Then we went to Kentucky to the Red River Gorge. There's a good bit left to be seen in Kentucky. I don't think we really even scratched the surface of... There was other stuff I wanted to do in that area, not in the Red River Gorge, but surrounding. You just run out of time very easily. Did a couple backpacking trips, one to John P. Saylor Trail and then to Minister Creek. I'm hoping to get some more backpacking in here in 2026, but I have nothing on the itinerary yet. It's kind of hard to get things scheduled, but I'd like for you to come back out on the trail with a backpack.
I will come back out in the fall, thank you.
But when
I'm not backpacking in the summer.
Okay. Well, this fall, maybe we'll try to do something. And then Blackwater Falls, we don't do it annually, but we've done it twice, and we'll be doing it again.
Yep.
Blackwater Falls State Park, which is the episodes that you've just seen, in West Virginia, is awesome.
Yes, there's just... You should go. If you don't live there, or if you haven't been, you should go. It's amazing.
I really don't think that West Virginia ever really disappoints. So...
No. Somersville, Watauga, Holly River, Blackwater, Dolly Sods. We could keep going. I even like Charleston down there. I don't like cities as a general rule. But we were down there visiting your uncle once and explored around there. And I like that too. So, But I'm also biased because I grew up just a couple miles from the border and went to school down there. So...
Yeah, she loves West Virginia. And so, I mean, we only ever had a bad trip in West Virginia once. And it really wasn't even a bad trip. It was just there were wildfires. And
yes.
So we do have to get back to Lost River.
Yes.
Man, I don't know if we can get there this year. But... It's been something that Well, I mean, I want to go to Lost River State Park and actually do the hikes that we wanted to do. You know, I'll ask you first though. But you said Alaska. What was your favorite thing about 2025?
It would have been Alaska, even though I forgot that it was a 2025 trip. For sure, because that's a once in a lifetime trip that hopefully we'll make more than once in a lifetime because we have family up there. So,
yeah, we're going back to Alaska at some point.
It's beautiful.
I could see going back for the Iditarod again, actually, especially given that the experience when we were there, given the weather, wasn't exactly the best that it could have been.
So winter-wise, it was not winter weather when we were there.
Yes, and so winter is a time where we can do things now. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like 2025 was kind of an awesome end to that phase of life that we were in, right? So, like, I think, made the most of it.
Right.
Well, and even, like, in the previous years, basically, from the moment we got a camper to now, like, we've made the absolute most of traveling.
Yeah, in the summer months. But yes, last year, at least for a very long time going forward, as far as we can tell, will be the last year that we took a big summer family trip together. Like, and when I say big, I mean a week.
Like over a week. So I don't want you all to think like we're not traveling anymore, because we are very clearly traveling in 2026 and beyond. But differently. Shorter periods of time and things like this next trip that we're doing.
You want to talk about why things will be different?
Yeah, so we moved, obviously. You've never seen us in this space before. And life has been very, very hectic for the past year. So it's been a little over a year now, because it's June. And basically since April of 2025, like, we've been making an awful lot of changes. Well, and even before that, right? So, like, we were kind of preparing to make life changes before we made life changes. So, like, Rachel...
It was just a different life change.
Rachel started a new job when?
24.
24. It was late 2024?
No, it was early.
She works remotely, as you know. And that was the first step to...
What we thought we were going to do.
Well, not even that, but just being able to do whatever we had to do to adjust. And then, so, I got a new job in April of 2025, and it's a very demanding job. And then I took a promotion January of 26, which, like, it went from being demanding to really demanding. For now, given the circumstances, I think maybe in a couple years things will be different, but for now, given the circumstances, like, I can't really not be there for more than like a day or two.
His job is very seasonal, and the busy season is the summer season, so.
Yep, so that's that. It was a necessary change. Yes. I couldn't keep doing what I was doing, and we knew that. That's why she switched jobs, because we had to have a path to doing something else. Now we're doing it, and it's been rewarding in lots of ways, but also, like, it's changed our travel and and that's why, so, like, the YouTube thing, that's why we don't post every week anymore. My creative energy is exhausted by, like, noon on any given day. By the time I get home from work, I'm pretty well done. And as you've seen, we had a lot filmed, and it just hasn't got edited and put together. We're slowing down in that regard.
We'll catch up.
And so here we are in real time. Well, the other thing, too, is moving last year from one house to another and finishing all of the renovations at our old house, because, like, there were a lot of unfinished projects there, which all had to be buttoned up to sell the house and make the most money we could off of the house so that we could afford to buy a new house. And I'll tell you, buying a new house is no easy feat in its own right.
Y'all, that ain't fun. That's not a fun thing.
So we looked at, a dozen or so houses, tried to buy at least 50% of those, made offers on, all within budget, but, the market's tough unless you're paying in cash. And then we sold our house, thinking that would amplify our offer so we could get a house, which it then did not. So then we had no place to live. Well, we ended up living with my parents' house, at my parents' house. So yeah, it was a hectic time, and that's part of why, like, I think our video posting actually slowed down April of last year, or even before that, because like we knew we had to get
that house ready.
Get that house ready to
get
go.
It sold. We had to get moved out. We had to put stuff in storage, move into your parents' house. Still shop for houses, which is time consuming.
Yeah, you know, because we were living an hour away from where we were moving to, so like there's commuting time, there's all this stuff, and we had all these trips planned and booked. The trip to West Virginia and Kentucky, we actually had to have everything out of our old house before we left for West Virginia, because when we got back from West Virginia, it wasn't going to be our house no more. So
right.
We moved the camper out. Well, friends, welcome to the last time we're hitching up from the place we've called home for the last 10 years. The house is over there. This was the kids' last time at the house. This was the dog's last time at the house. And I don't know, is there anything you want to add to that?
It's kind of sad.
It's a little sad, yeah. This is the last time the camper is going to be here, because we're dropping it off with the kids and dogs at another location for the near future.
That was nice, backing it in after the last trip, thinking this is the last time we got to get it in there. So
yeah, hopefully whatever place we end up building or buying has a more 35-foot camper friendly situation. We went on the trip, and then, you know, after that, we never lived in that house again, I don't think. Maybe we stayed there a night or two when we got back.
The kids didn't.
The kids didn't.
We got back, and the camper didn't go back. The kids didn't go back. The dogs didn't go back. You know, you and I were there a couple nights to wrap things up, and, you know, that was it.
Yeah, and well, we had to move everything into storage for months. And then trying to live out of storage units for months and not knowing where anything's at. And then she went to Florida, and like
William and I did, yeah.
Yeah, with her parents, and yeah, it was a year. And then so we finally got this house that we're in, which, you know, I don't want to get into too much of it. We do like the house though, I think.
This house is very us. The location, maybe not necessarily, but the house is. So.
It's a smaller house, which is something we wanted. We didn't want such a big space. It's a lot less to maintain, both indoors and outdoors, which is because her current job is a lot too. So like it's not just me, but like we're both
very busy
with work related stuff, and
busy.
So like we didn't have time to maintain the house and the acreage. And if you didn't know, like we heated our old house solely with wood. We were burning like 8 cord of wood a year. That was a lot, and we knew we couldn't do all that stuff, and travel, and YouTube, and
there were priorities that we had to, you know,
figure out what those were,
and sacrifices to make. So
yeah, so
but it worked out.
It seems to be working out for the better, other than my computer keeps falling asleep. That's why I have to. And you know, so the lack of posting of YouTube videos is bad for the algorithm, right? So that's why, like, we're not doing a live stream. If this was a year ago, we'd have done a live stream, because we had kind of the following to have these sort of discussions, and, you know,
in real time.
But like, when you don't post weekly on YouTube, the algorithm doesn't even show the videos you do post to the people who do follow you. So like, if we did a live stream, people probably wouldn't even get to see it. And that's kind of why I'm thinking hopefully this will be a more watchable thing for you, and we're trying to do this in one take if we can. But I'm hoping we watch a lot of YouTube, or at least we used to. I think we've dialed that back lately too.
We don't even watch that much TV anymore. Like, we don't watch a lot of YouTube. We don't watch like live TV, whatever that is anymore.
We don't even have it.
We don't even have it. We don't watch a lot of Netflix. I mean, we only just finished Outlander and like caught up. We were in like season 7, I think, and got caught up only just over the winter because we had finally had time to like take a minute.
Take a breather. So. Yeah. But the channels we do watch, yeah, I feel like you have some sort of connection to them, and it's nice to see when they do make some changes in life to actually sort of understand it from a viewership perspective. So that's why we wanted to have a video like this where we're chatting with you.
We're real people. We have real lives, so it's nice to share some of that as well.
Yeah, people like our channel to watch the kids grow up and stuff, and so I do think that that's cool, and that's something we like about watching other people's channels. And I know some people, like in the Blackwater video, I showed some old footage of Sarah and stuff, and some people commented on it. So
yeah,
we moved here, and then we lived with my parents, and Sarah actually started school in a new school while we were living with my parents in that school district, which that condensed our house search even more, right? Because we weren't going to make her change schools twice. So then we became even more limited in an already difficult scenario, which is how we ended up in this house, essentially. She's doing well in school.
She's doing okay.
Yeah, it's not an easy process.
I think I try not to say this too much when she can hear, but I liked her old school better. And she's told me before that she liked her old school better. But, you know, you can't... If we need to make a change, we can cross that bridge if we have to. We'll just figure out what the best path forward is. We'll give it a little more time.
Yeah, and her teachers seemed to think that she was adjusting fairly well. And, you know, part of it will be how William does, too. William's starting preschool here in August. It's August, right?
No, it'll be September.
We'll see how things go. But that's kind of it as far as, like, what's been going on and why you haven't been seeing so much of us on the YouTube. The dogs are good.
Dogs are good.
They've transitioned. Lily not as well, maybe. I don't know. She's 10 years old now, so, like, spent her whole life in that other house. And
she did.
They had 10 acres to roam at the old place, and now they have a half acre.
Yeah.
So it's different for them and for us.
But there is a feature here that she does love. So.
Oh yeah, we have a pool.
And Lily won't stay out of it, so she does like that.
Yeah.
She does like that part. But she's getting older, and we've been seeing signs of her age. So.
Yeah, she hasn't really aged gracefully, but I think her being in the pool a lot has been good for her.
I think it has. So yeah, well, just.
One of these days, you know, if it wasn't pouring down rain, I had intended on filming this video outside, but yeah, it's raining. So, what is happening in 2026? Because we told you we haven't stopped traveling, and I mean,
we've got what, like 3 trips under our belt already?
Yeah, and of course one was a week and a half. You know,
a big trip.
A big trip. 2026. We went to Florida. And seen a lot of sights along the way to Florida and on the way back.
Yep.
And it was, I gotta say, I think this Florida trip, which you're gonna start seeing the videos of it immediately following this one, because I think I'm gonna have some time to edit this week. And I will say, I think that trip was probably my favorite RV trip that we've ever done.
Really?
I would say, yeah.
It was a good trip. And what was awesome about it was, one of the places we stayed the longest, we went there because Will and I had went with my parents in July.
Right after the Kentucky thing.
Right after the Kentucky thing. You know, we were down there with them for 2 weeks or something like that, and we got a lot of stuff done, but like one of the places that we stayed with them was where the main part of our trip, family trip, in January, and it was fantastic.
Well, I think we booked it right after you had come home, just about, because we were still living at my parents' when we booked it. We knew we wanted to go somewhere in January, and obviously, now I'm not saying we're never going to do winter camping up here. It's always been something we've wanted to do.
We or you?
Well, I don't know. I think there's things we could do up here in the winter to some degree, but it is challenging. Especially, you know, we had some issues, technical issues with the RV then coming home because of winterization or lack thereof.
Oh, yeah. But we have a nice new sink now.
Yeah, so there's challenges to RVing in the winter for sure. But, yeah, I think this Florida expedition that you're about to see is going to be good. I think I have some good footage.
I can't wait to go back. We're not going back this coming year. We have something else planned, but we will be going back down to Florida to about the same area that we were in. It was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a good thing. But then we've done some other stuff in the spring so far. I can't even remember where we were though.
We went out to Connellsville, but I don't remember why.
Oh, well, just something to do. We did some biking on the Great Allegheny Passage, so you'll get to see that. And then we camped at Laurel Hill, and we did some fun stuff there. Although, there was some technical difficulties with that trip for whatever reason, but it still was cool. We do have other things.
Yeah,
we're going away here soon. We got another trip
August.
at the end of June. We got another one in August booked. October for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get something else in the works for September. There's possibilities.
And then January in 27 too.
Well, yeah, and then we already have January of 2027 booked already, and so that's kind of, well, and we've already got a destination picked out for 2028, so that's how far away that we're thinking, which is that destination, well, and even this one here coming up in 2027 is the reason for what's outside the front of the house, which you will also be seeing in some upcoming videos, and there's a lot of content to come on that from an RV like gear perspective, and just everything as it relates to how we travel. And 2028.
That's going to be a long haul.
That's going to be a something. So just you wait.
That's not booked yet, but we should probably start researching booking windows for that.
Yeah.
The thing with traveling in the winter is almost everybody goes south. So then you're fighting double, triple the amount of people that you're fighting. And this summer, everybody in this country who RVs can spread out across the whole country. And then you've got the winter time when, not as many people probably are camping, but those who are all move to the south.
Well, it's pretty condensed, yeah.
So,
on the path to and fro, it's challenging to find, because not all the RV parks are open.
Especially.
So you got to find the ones that are.
Yeah.
And, but you got to get far enough south where you can be de-winterized.
Right.
But then you also have to deal with, there might not be water where you're going because the campground might be open, but the water supply ain't on, because it's frozen. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to get out of the cold for a couple weeks. Now, I don't know if where we're going in 28, it might be still kind of cold there. But, there's all sorts of possibilities. In the winter, I can take 2 weeks off and not have to think twice about it. That's how that's going to transpire, and there's going to be some other logistics going into that one. But we're going to make it happen. And obviously 27 is booked.
Yeah.
And
that'll be fun too.
I'm super, super excited for that.
We've been watching a documentary on Netflix since we have time to do such things every once in a while when we're up to it. And we've got a couple more ideas added to that trip.
Yeah, some interesting historical stuff.
Points of interest.
That I think, will bring something to the channel that maybe you don't see on other, at least I have never seen it on anybody else's YouTube channel.
Never seen anybody go to these sites before.
So it's going to be unique, I think. So we're excited to keep traveling, and we're excited to keep bringing you content.
Yep.
It might only be every other week. I hope you'll stick with us, even though it might be more of a challenge to find our videos. You might have to actually go to our channel and see them.
We're still here.
We're still here. Do you have anything else of importance?
No, I'm just remembering how good the Florida trip was, and I'm really looking forward to 27 too.
Yeah, I hate to wish away the summer, when it's not even really here yet, because it's just like the beginning of June.
It's going to be so much fun.
Well, I'm even excited to go back to Blackwater, if you've spent some time on the Purple Lizard map for that area.
True, that's, previously we used to hit up West Virginia a couple times a year. I think it might only be the one time this year, which is just a little bit sad, but I'll live.
Yeah, we're focusing a little more on Virginia this year.
Which is not as fun.
Oh, it can be. Don't forget about Grayson Highlands.
Oh,
that's still one of my favorite destinations, and that's Virginia.
We should go back there. It's fun to reminisce.
It's fun to think about all the places that we've been over this past. We've been on, so that's the other part of this too, right? So this is kind of a YouTube anniversary. It's over 5 years that we've been doing the YouTube thing. I had filmed some in 2020 that didn't make it on YouTube till later, and some, poorly edited, well, not poorly edited, but poorly filmed stuff that I tried to edit and make look good or whatever. But so it's actually kind of like, it's pushing 6 years of filming stuff to present to y'all. So I want to thank you for...
Very blessed, yes. Thank you.
Thank you for sticking with us. And we're almost at 3,000 subscribers too. I think we're like 50 away, and it's gonna be a slow 50.
That's okay.
But maybe share some videos or something with your friends. Share your favorite video from us with your friends or something, so that maybe we can get that last 50 subscribers and make it to 3,000. I don't know that that's...
It's not a YouTube milestone for anyone but us, but that's kind of cool.
But it's still pretty cool. It's crazy to think that 3,000 people out there had some sort of interest in what we're doing. So, but yeah, that's all I have. The Florida stuff is coming up, and I'll tell you what, it was a heck of a journey getting out of here, but we made it out of here in a blizzard.
In a blizzard. We got a new GoPro camera on that trip, and boy, oh man, did we get some awesome
We got some cool stuff. So, hope you'll watch it. It's coming out within the next few weeks, and we'll see you then.